I got punched again on the same spot. For a second, I just closed my eyes and I felt like I went into some other dimension. They punched me in my spleen, and then this time I couldn't breathe only. Hey guys, welcome back to my vlog. So I just realized that actually I didn't upload my day 5 of Chicago monsoon camp video, and that's because I didn't really film much that day. But I was just thinking about talking about a few favorite um things about camp, and also a few funny things and everything and all that. So let's just start. So I was just thinking about the difference in me and the way I train since a year. It's been about a year and a half since I've joined Jokado, and I'll just talk about how I have been in the kumite sessions over the months and all. So, my first monsoon camp, I fought with a black belt, and he didn't even fight. He was just like touching punches on me, and he was, helping me and teaching me and everything. But I think that was one of my first kumite sessions. And I after training and everything, after everything, when we were going for dinner, or between that time zone, I started crying. I started crying, not because anyone hurt me in the first camp or I got injured or anything. I started crying because, like, I kept on thinking, like, oh my god, it's so easy for me to be attacked. I'm so like vulnerable, or like it's so easy for me to get beaten up and everything. I kept overthinking. Not overthinking, genuinely, that was the case. So I realized that and I started crying. And like, I don't think people notice, but even if they notice, they sort of like stay quiet and everything. And I was just like, so that was why I was crying last year, in my first camp and in one of my first Kumite sessions. And then winter camp, that was in January 2025 this year. So what happened in winter camp is that I had gotten better. I think in winter camp I was in yellow belt, yes, and I'd improved, but not that much. Obviously, I was still in that. I mean, still I'm improving, and all that. But I'm just talking about how I was. So in winter camp, I fought with the same person, black belt, and this time he was going a little bit more harder than on me, because I could take it and everything, and I was taking punches and blocking and fighting and everything, being pretty predictable. At least that's what he told me and everything. I was still learning. I'm still learning. So then I got punched in the liver, and then I couldn't breathe for like a solid 6 or 7 seconds and something like that. And then like I couldn't breathe, and I got like a bit like anxious, and then tears started to come out of my eyes because of how bad it hurt. Like, getting punched on your liver is like no joke, and like getting punched on your vitals, like your solar plex and your liver and your spleen and stuff like that, it really affects you and all that, obviously. And so I got punched on the liver, and then I couldn't breathe for some time, and then I was like, tears came out of my eyes and I couldn't breathe, and then everything was fine. I came back to normal. Then I continued fighting again. Then my partner changed, my opponent changed, and then we were just sparring, and I got punched again on the same spot, which was sensitive, and I didn't even block it because I'm a dumbass. Like, I should work on that. But I didn't block it, and I got punched on the liver again, and then this time I couldn't breathe only. Like, like that, like the first time at least there were a few like hitches of breath and all that, and this time I couldn't breathe, and then got like emotional this time because I'm like, oh, like, again, overthinking and everything. And then I started crying because of the pain, and also like emotionally, I was like genuinely crying, not only like tears out of pain, sort of. Then, yeah, so this time previously in monsoon camp, like the previous monsoon camp, there's been a like I won't say drastic change, but sort of drastic change only in the way I fight in kumite. Like I'm removing, like consciously or unconsciously, I'm removing my trauma and my mental stuff during the fight. And actually, that's not good. That's not the way you process your emotions and trauma and everything. That's not the point. But that, yeah, that's what's happening. So, like, I'm very aggressive during kumite and this and that. I am getting better also. That's like a different side, but this is the case. So, this time in monsoon camp, I was doing kumite really well, and then I got a partner who was white belt, but he was way bigger than me and everything, like weight wise, height wise, muscle, I guess. I don't know, and all that. So I was doing really well. I was blocking really well. Obviously, because he was a white belt, that's fine. But I fought well. Then they saw that I could handle harder punches to the stomach and everything also well. So they started going rough, which is fine. I was taking it well. I was blocking and punching also. And then I got uh they started going harder and harder, which was fine. I could take it. But then they punched me in my spleen right here below the spleen organ, and for a second I just closed my eyes and like I felt like I went into some other dimension. Like it went black and everything. I just closed my eyes and then I came back. I was like, okay, let's fight. I took the punch, it's over. Let's fight again. Like that's what I thought. Then like I don't know, like after it settled in, the pain started, and like when you get punched on a vital organ and all, it's not even like pain, it's like something that throws you off, it throws you off your game, or like you need to like take a second, not only a second, you need to like take a minute to reassess and come back to fighting. So I was having the pain, but then I was still like, okay, it's okay, I got punched, so what, I have to keep on going. I was, let's fight karke, I was like up again. But then like tears came out of my eyes, but this time it was not emotional, it was obviously like physical. Like when you get like hurt a lot physically, tears automatically come out of your eyes, I guess. That's what I've noticed, at least. I think it's like a default something. Yeah, so I was just like analyzing, like I am improving, whether it is a slow pace or fast pace or whatever. That first, like camp, especially the way sir makes us train and the way we train, it tests you not only physically. This camp is supposed to test you mentally. It's not only the training that we do. I think it challenges you mentally a lot. So that's just what I was thinking about, and I wanted to share that. And another thing is that this camp, this monsoon camp, I wanted to not complain at all, not one word out of my mouth. So, like in the first camp, I complained a lot, like, "Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that," and I think I believed some of it, like, "Oh, I genuinely can't do this." And then I did everything. I said I can't do it, I can't do it. I completed everything. Then second camp also same thing. I was just complaining, even though I knew I could do it. I complained, which is a bad habit that I need to break. And this camp I sort of broke it. I didn't even open my mouth. But the thing about this camp is that I did everything because I knew I could do it. But there have been some parts where I just like didn't want to do it genuinely. Like I think I did well in most of the things except jogging. That's one. And then crawling. It's like, I don't know, I don't have the mental determination to do these or something. The thing is that I can do it, but I'm just lazy and lethargic and all that, I guess. But that's what happened. Yeah. And I think my favorite part about camp is definitely I think it's the bonfires at night and also the food. Like it could be a plain vegetable curry, aloo curry or whatever, but it's so tasty over there. Like usually I'm not a huge fan of idli, but in camp they make such good sambar that I eat so many idlis with that sambar. Like it's so good. And I'm not a huge fan of poha because it's so boring, but it's so tasty over there. And even pongal, they make the food is so good over there. Like seriously, after training, like even during training, I look forward to the food. I'm like, okay, let's complete this, then I can have delicious food. So yeah, I think even the people, everyone is just so nice. Like in this class is definitely not like any other class. Like in school and all that, they will say stuff like, oh, we are all a family. Even maybe in offices they'll say like, oh, we are just like a family, this and that. But in Jucado class, we don't even need to say it. It's that feeling is already there, that everyone is so nice, so cool, so chill, so non-judgmental, so open-minded. It's just a very nice environment to be in, very supportive and all that. Yeah. I'm so glad I joined, and I'm so like, I don't know, when you know, you know. Yeah. There's nothing else I can say, but yeah. Hmm. I I literally laugh inside my head when someone I know says that, oh, I can fight. Yeah, if anything happens, I can defend myself. Even though I am training right now and many people in my class are training right now, there's no guarantee that you can defend yourself. Just because I'm training in self defense doesn't mean I can defend myself. Sir says this all the time as well. Like, he tells us about stuff like this. And even I know that, it really depends on the opponent, how often they fight, and the kind of street fights they're in, the attacker, how heavy they are, how tall they are, how everything. So, like, I feel like it's so important for everyone to train in self defense, especially women, especially young teenage boys, and all that stuff. Seriously. And like it's like a important thing you need in life. Sometimes I talk to people and they're like, I give them these hypothetical situations. I'm like, oh, so if an attacker does so and so, what would you do? How would you defend yourself? Because they're so confident that they can defend themselves, and they're just like, oh, it's fine. I'll just kick him in the nuts or whatever, and I'll run away or I'll do something like that. And I just laugh inside my head. I don't say anything because again the conversation will go somewhere else. I'm like, okay, because yeah, kumite and actually training and self defense, like real street fight style self defense, humbles you a lot, and that is very good. Actually, that's very important. Because you get to learn about your strengths and weaknesses and stuff like that. But yeah, I think this was a good decision for me and everything. And before joining Jocado, also, when I was small, I mean, I'm still small, when I was younger, like before COVID, I used to go for Taekwondo, but that was nothing like this. It was very fun, it was very light, uh, it was a it was like fitness, but this is like real shit. Like we do conditioning. We do like hand conditioning, stomach conditioning, thigh conditioning, all that stuff. Basically, we like hit our bones to one another, like two people will stand and will just do that. It like creates micro fractures in your bones and strengthens it. And then we do stomach conditioning for our abs and to learn how to flex our abs to protect ourselves from the punch. We do like so much real stuff, and we get injured also, like injured in the sense like we get bruises and stuff like that. So it's like real stuff which I didn't have in my taekwondo class earlier, obviously. um and it's really important to get beaten up and to learn how to beat people up. So yeah, I think I've been talking for a long time. My phone is 2%. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end, and subscribe for more videos like this. Comment any personal experiences of yours similar to this, and your thoughts, whatever. Anyway, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. I'm talking this quietly because everyone is sleeping. So yeah.
खतरों से खिलाड़ी. No, I'll come, but I'll not sow seeds. I'll just give you company.
It's okay if you.
I want to be there.
Then. Help you? Come here.
La ayeta eta. La ayeta.
Come on, Adya. Come. No.
Mm-mm-mm.